China has announced that it will unify 4 of its maritime constabulary agencies under one umbrella. Previously it had 5 agencies that were colloquially known as the 5 dragons stirring up the seas. There are a couple of positive aspects to this for stability, both in Sino-Japanese relations and with Southeast Asian countries. The first is that it now very much simplifies any kind of communication and coordination with other regional countries. Previously, if a fracas occurred or an accident occurred at sea, it was very difficult to know who to phone. Would you call the agency itself? Which agency would it be? Would you call the provincial government or the central government? Now, with a primary constabulary agency working the East China and South China Seas, there is one agency to call at any one time. The other is that it dilutes the possibility of Beijing trying to hide behind this kind of organized chaos in terms of its policy towards its neighbors. A Chinese commentator once referred to China's policy in maritime agencies as a Peking opera when speaking to me, namely that there are many different actors, they wear very many different masks, there's a lot of noise, but ultimately there is a director behind the scenes. It's a kind of organized chaos that they are directing. And previously Beijing has utilized this organized chaos to suggest that they were not in control of the policy in the South and East China Seas. It's now impossible for Beijing to do so. So it simplifies and harmonizes its maritime agencies in that way and makes it easier for other nations to understand the intent and capability. Having said that, it's also indicative of a now several years long program to expand the maritime constabulary forces that China maintains, and that is because China would like to increase its presence and its ability to coerce its neighbors through maritime constabulary forces in what I would call maritime diplomacy, a kind of modern form of gunboat diplomacy. So yeah, I mean, it's somewhat of a mixed bag in that it's now much easier for other states to coordinate and work out what China is thinking, but equally China is going to be a lot stronger in the maritime constabulary field.